Welcome back. The Fountain Street Studios is a vibrant artist community, one of several right here in Framingham. We are speaking with Jory Anderson and Janet Kyle about the upcoming Open Studio event happening in April. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
So can we just start by letting the folks know how you got involved with Fountain Street Studios?
Well, thank you for asking that. I've been a Framingham native for a number of years, and our children attended the Framingham Public Schools, and Leslie Miller, their art teacher who taught at Potter Road School, has had a studio for a long time over at Fountain Street. So we used to go and see her at the Open Studios, which introduced us to the building and all the artists. And I was lucky enough about 6 years ago to have an opening that I was able to put my art in there and off the kitchen table, which was very happy for my husband too. Anyway, I paint abstracts, a lot of still life, that kind of thing. And I'm one of over 70 artists in the building, but then there's photographers and artisans, people that make jewelry and knit, and it's a wonderful event. So I'm just one of a big team of artists at Fountain Street.
And Janet, how did you get started?
Oh my gosh, I've been an artist for many, many years as well, and moved out to the Metro West area about 2 years ago. And last fall, I started to get serious about finding a space, and I just really answered an ad, and I was at the right place at the right time, and just found myself in an incredible community of artists. It really is a wonderful space.
So for folks who haven't been before, you kind of started to tell us, but can you tell us a little bit more what people can expect when they come to one of the Open Studio events?
Jan, if you want to talk about when they come in and the drawing and all that.
Sure. Well, we've got about 5 floors filled with artists. Normally we have over 70 artists just within the building, but this year we have, as Jory I think started to mention, students from Framingham State, Framingham High School.
The advanced art students.
Right,
yeah.
and people, if they come, have an opportunity to participate in a raffle and win some art that people in the building have produced. So
And donated.
yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's lots of opportunities to buy and even win.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything special going on this year? You talked about the student work. Is that new?
Well, actually, there's a lot of new artists in the building, Janet being one of them. Janet's a wonderful photographer and illustrator, and she's up on the 5th floor. And there are 5 floors, but we do need to let people know that unfortunately we do not have an elevator, so that is tricky for some people, but we just like to let people know. And there are free parking, and it's free admission to our event as well. And people will come in through the entrance, and we have greeters that they will get a program book so that they can see where all the artists are. And as I said, there are a number of new artists, and we also have visiting artists on the 3rd floor west. So we usually rotate those every time, so there's different artists in the hallways and in the studios.
We will also have some live music. And I believe that there are some that will be demonstrating what they do. People will have an opportunity to see how artists work. They'll see the space. It's not just seeing pictures up on the walls, but they can get an inside view of how people are actually working.
And can you just tell us, what are you personally looking forward to most for this event?
I'm really looking forward to launching myself as an artist. I mean, I've been doing this for a number of years, but just after losing a parent a couple of years ago, I just thought, it's really time to do what I love, and I've been doing everything except being an artist, and I'm also looking forward to seeing other people's work. I haven't seen too many studios there, so I'm really looking forward to seeing the richness of the Fountain Street Studios.
And
myself.
Do you have something you're looking forward to?
Well, one of my favorite parts of the Open Studios is not actually open to the public. One of my favorite parts of the whole group is that we are a group and we're very well connected. And a little known fact about Open Studios is that before the Sunday Open Studios, all the artists get together and have a breakfast for an hour beforehand, and we all go through and look at all the different studios, because that's the only chance we have that we're all there and we're all open, and that just kind of brings us all together as artists. And that's one of my favorites, plus, of course, to invite the public and share my art, of course.
Can I add one more thing? Sure. It's very exciting because there's such a diverse and rich group of people there. We have people that have that are internationally known. People have received awards for what they do. There's just such a diversity of artists. It's
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
looking forward to seeing that, to see how many ways people express themselves artistically.
So unfortunately, we're just about out of time, but I wanted to ask you, can you just let the folks know how they can get more information? What is your website?
Our website is www.fountainstreetstudios.com, and all the information's right on there. And our address is 59 Fountain Street in Framingham, in the Bancroft Building.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Francesca.
So the Fountain Street Open Studios event is Saturday and Sunday, April 9 and 10 from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you haven't been before, be prepared to walk the stairs, as the ladies were mentioning. And as you enjoy the well-worn factory, it really is the perfect backdrop to see some really exquisite art. You'll have a great time. Thanks very much.